Lake George is a small town in northeastern New York, nestled between the Adirondack Mountains and the southern tip of Lake George. Just off I-87, the town is a well-known summer colony which hosts thousands of tourists each season. Once the weather turns cold, however, and the leaves begin to change, Lake George becomes a tough place for business owners that cater to the tourist economy. We spoke to the business owners on the main drag of Lake George Village, Canada Street, about the struggles that come with the tourist economy.
I like the fall and the spring. It's a small town. I like that. You know a lot of people. I guess it's great for business, but on a personal side, it's awful. Where I live in the village, it becomes very hard to get here. Where this would take me 5 minutes, in the summertime, it could take me anywhere from 15-20 minutes. We were 4th of July. For me to go home, for a 5-minute drive, it took me over an hour and a half this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this area is a good place for kids. You know, there's a lot of good schools, and it's good that they can ski and they can swim in the summer, and you know, you can pretty much have everything here. You know, I actually live in Glens Falls, so to be perfectly honest, I don't go to Lake George during the summer. I'll come here to work, but as far as going up any farther north, I do not go there because I think it's a little bit too over-commercialized.
I love the summertime, the fact that it's very, very busy and we do a nice business and it's hectic and there's always something to do. We're lucky that this business, this store actually is open year-round. It's been like that since 1958, so this is one of the oldest stores in Lake George. And we make most of our money in the summertime, so it's basically budgeting. It's one of the major things when you live in a tourist town, is making sure that you budget and making sure that you get make all the money you can in the summer and do all the things that you possibly can, and then when winter comes is when we just sit back and relax.
Tourism was great. Now it's starting to lax. The economy's hurting everybody. We're getting more people walking around, but they're not spending, and they come up for the weekend. They used to come up for a week. So I think the economy's hurting people and are trying to save back on their own money than buy stuff that, you know, it's souvenirs and stuff.
Yeah, if it wasn't for tourists, there wouldn't be nearly the amount of businesses that are in Lake George. Lake George is really a tourist-based economy. That's the best I can offer you. If it wasn't for tourism, very little of this would go on.
Although every business owner struggles with the unpredictable tourist economy, none of them ever mention moving to greener or stabler pastures. The beautiful scenery and the freshness of the air explain why so many people flock to these mountains every summer, and why some of those people have chosen to make a life here in the cold, quiet mountains of the Adirondacks.